Hey guys, oh my goodness. Whew. Did you all just watch that? Did y'all just see that? Do y'all just like this eye makeup? I had some fun today. It was such. Ooh, I'm liking the way this eye makeup looks. I have to remember what I actually did because I never remember. But the smoky eye is working. I don't usually say that kind of stuff, but the smoky eye is working. All right. Did you just watch that? Oh my goodness. That was like so everywhere and nowhere. And how did that even happen? And what even happened and what got resolved? Nothing. So during the episode, I was live tweeting and I thought, I'll just share my live tweets because then I'll remember what the episode was about because so much was happening. So, if you remember, it started out where they were meeting at the property on Coyote Pass, and they had a picnic on Janelle's breakfast nook, he said. Actually, Janelle said that where they set the blanket down was where they were going to, like, build her house. But Cody brought pizza, and they were going to talk about where all the little houses were going to be built on the property, and try to sort through and make some decisions. And while they were eating pizza, they talk about how Robin is in needing of looking for a rental because her house is on the market. And then Meri then tells everyone, hey, I got to move too because they're selling my house as well and I got to be out in 6 weeks. So Meri's emotional, Robin's emotional. Both of them need to find rentals. Cody's annoyed. So as you can tell, it's already like a really crappy day to be making these kinds of decisions because everyone is so over the top because they have to move again. So then they start talking about where they're going to be placing the houses, and it turns into this massive, like, I don't even know how it got to this. They talk about how she's going to be Meri's going to go be in the woods. And if you remember last week, Meri made the comment that she didn't know. She never said she didn't want to be. She just said, I don't know if I want to be because I am living in a house that's in the woods and it's very dark. So I'm not sure. She never said she never said like no. She said, I'm not sure. Well, she brought that point up again, and apparently everyone in the family remembered it completely different, even though like it's on video where she said, I don't know. But anyways, they don't have that filmage. They just have their memories. And they all accuse her basically of saying no, that she didn't want it, and that she's changing her mind and being indecisive. And then Meri's like, well, Cody just told me I was going to be in the spot. He said, Janelle's going to be there, Christine's going to be there, Robin's going to be there, and you're going there. So that's how Meri remembered it. Cody says, well, I did that because Meri loves the cottonwood trees and she just wants to be in the woods, and I'm such a loving man, and I was trying to accommodate what she wanted. I have a theory, though. So what I said was Robin and Meri both have to move. Oh, the humanity. Oh, yeah, that was another thing. Cody said that he wanted to buy a house for Robin because there's nothing on the market apparently in Flagstaff. And Meri says people that buy houses are stupid. And she's like totally shading Robin. She's like, I don't want to buy a house because I don't want to have anything permanent because I want to get permanently in Coyote Pass. And then Cody's just like, but the market is so great. We could just turn around and flip it. Or we could just turn around and rent it out. Okay. So, I forgot I said this. Cody wants to buy, but I thought you had no money. Oh, fake storylines. Yeah, that was true. Oh yeah, so then here comes Robin crying. Now we're getting to the argument. So Robin is like, I just don't feel like I had a choice. And then you cut to her and she's like, and there's literally no tears coming out because that's what Robin does. She like fake cries constantly. So they're all accusing Meri of lying, and I said Meri Brown is probably not lying. That Cody would totally stick her in the woods just so he didn't have to look at her. Come on, who doesn't agree with me on that one? I could totally see Cody putting her in her woods, putting her away from everything so she didn't have to see anything. So everything would be like, whatever, Meri, you're in the woods. And then I guess I said there, Meri never once said she didn't want. She said she didn't know. And Janelle made a point of being like, you said you didn't want, and that is how we recalled it. Janelle, like, can find any way to throw Meri under the bus. And then I thought, maybe Cody's putting her in the trees. So I said, maybe Meri doesn't want to live in the trees. Maybe Cody doesn't even know what she likes. I'm going with Cody doesn't care or even know anything about Meri. Because let's be honest, this whole thing blows up. They have no relationship. So what does he possibly know about Meri at this point in time? What? He doesn't care. She's an annoyance. She's like annoying to him. And all he wants is to like, he's like even said tonight, I'm sick of accommodating her. So, and in the middle of all of this, so they're fighting about like, who's going to go there? Who's going to go there? What's going to happen here? What's going to happen there? You know, and Meri eventually leaves because no one will listen to her. And she's just like, because Robin's like, well, Cody told me that I was going to have this property because that was what was left. And Meri's like, well, I was told that this is where I was going to be because that's what was left. So it seems like they both had the exact same conversation with Cody. And then they're arguing. And it almost seemed like he made the decision for both of them. And they both felt like they didn't have a choice. But neither one of them, like, maybe Cody just didn't communicate that. I don't know. But that's how it came off to me. And so she's just like so upset. And then she's trying to like, Meri leaves and then Robin leaves. But then Robin comes back. And it's when she comes back that he blows up. And he's just like, Robin, you're always taking everyone's scraps. Don't let Meri do this to you. Don't let her like make you like change your mind. This is what she does. She's always changing her mind. She's done it to Christine. She's done it to Janelle. She treats everyone like this. It's always to get her way. And like basically just, Meri's making you take table scraps. You deserve more than this. Blah, blah, blah. Don't take Meri's side. And Robin's just like, I don't even know. And she's just literally trying to get everyone to stop fighting. So she's like, Robin is a little sister that just wants her siblings to stop fighting. She's okay with whatever to keep the peace. Cody needs to stir the pot to make Meri the villain. And then Janelle at this point actually stuck up for her because Cody was like, she treats Janelle bad. And she's just like, Cody, that doesn't help anything. Table scraps. And I said, damn, well, she's the fourth wife. She's lucky she's got fed at all. Oh, so eventually they stop fighting. And they get to they all leave. They agree, after a while. Cody even does a dance. He's like, I've been doing this dance with Meri for 30 years. It's pretty evident that he does not like Meri at all. Like, Cody's true feelings about Meri on this episode are so obvious. She is a burden to him. He wants to put her in a corner like baby. He's like, and then she needs a Johnny. That's what Meri needs, you guys. We need to find her Johnny. And then Johnny can show up and be like, nobody puts Meri in a corner. Can we get Patrick Swayze to rise from the dead? He needs to save Meri. Yes. Okay. Back to this. So he doesn't like her, doesn't want anything to do with her, and he says that his everything is wrong with his family, and he's just basically blaming everyone but himself. And I'm like, it didn't go wrong with me. He said there's something wrong with the situation, and he goes, and it didn't go wrong with me. As though it's everyone else's fault for the current status of their relationships. But it's like, Cody, you married 4 women. This family is all wrong because of you. He's the one that decided to bring more and more women into this family. It's his fault. This isn't working. And then Robin's trying to justify one man having 4 wives and saying it can be beautiful. Because, of course, when all of this is done, she's like, it can be so amazing. And it's just like such a sacrifice. And if everything works, it's great. And when it doesn't, it doesn't. And then Cody just loses his mind. And in his interview, he goes, maybe I'm just too nice. Maybe what I need to start doing is saying, suck it up, buttercup. And it was like the devil. I don't even believe in the devil. And it was like the devil was in his eyes. Then the next day, this tweet was my favorite. If you are not on Twitter, follow me on Twitter and love this tweet because it was literally my favorite. Christine and Janelle go walking and they are going to go talk and just have some fun. And of course, Christine sees this get together as like I just love Janelle. We've just like always been friends. It's just been easy. It was like she's like, we're besties. And then Janelle is just like, well, Christine and I, we're all right. We do fine. So I said, I tolerate Christine because she does things for me. We are together to get my way. Because on the walk, Janelle starts pitching politics about what they need to do with the property to get into Christine's head. And the whole time, Christine's just like, I miss Axel. How is Maddie? Oh, I don't know. Everything is so great. Like, I really actually loved Christine in this episode. She was my favorite. Okay. Then I said, I feel so sorry for Christine. She wants everyone to like her, and they don't, not even Cody. Because no one's being nice to Christine this season. No one. And this is like the season where Christine is like not being jealous, the only thing she didn't want was the one house, and no one else wanted it except for Janelle. So she was just voicing her concerns. And other than that, Christine has been tolerable and my favorite this season. But no one likes her this season. So after they have their walk, where Christine is duped and not best friends with Janelle, they go over to Christine's house like a few days later to like try to resolve everything. And Cody, it's so tense in there. Like all the women are sitting on different parts, and Christine is sitting in this humongous beanbag chair, and she's like sitting crisscross applesauce, and she literally looks like a tiny little child in a humongous chair. Like when they used to do on Saturday Night Live, and Lily Tomlin would sit in that big giant rocking chair, and then to make it look like she was super small. That's what it reminded me of when Christine was sitting in the beanbag chair. Cody shows up, and he'd had a conversation with a lawyer, and they were just like, you should just build those houses and flip them because the market is so hot right now. And so then Robin's just like, why is he even bringing that up? I just want to settle this thing. Why? Just get on task, Cody. We need to be together. And then that's when things get bad. So Meri and Cody are like, they're all trying to settle on what's going on. Meri basically says that like she never actually said that she didn't want the property. And she said she didn't know, and that was because she was in the trees. And in her interview, she said that her life is just like so lonely right now that to not have sunlight in her life would mean she would be stuck in darkness all the time. And that like literally ripped out my heart. And while she's trying to like explain this, she doesn't say that in the group, but while she's trying to explain this to everyone, like they're all jumping on her, and then Cody's being like super aggressive and like biting at her, and she gets to the point where she literally is just like, I don't know if I want to talk, Cody, because I don't like that look on your face. And it was that moment that I just felt so sick for her. And I said, Meri looks so beat down emotionally and lost. I hate that Cody strings her along. I hate that polygamy lies to her and says she'll burn in hell if she leaves him. She doesn't deserve to be in this misery. And it's just so sad. Like, she didn't even really, like, finish. They didn't really make a decision. It basically came down to, like, Robin interpreted it one way, Meri interpreted it another way, and they're just basically going to come back later. They're going to do the plotting and have the surveys come out, and nobody's going to pick up property, and then they'll figure it out later. That's how it ended. Legit. So, I am just kind of, I don't even know. I want Meri to be happy. I want Meri to leave. And I want Cody to stop being a jerk. And next week, there's some big fight where Robin and Cody again are fighting. And he's basically threatening to divorce her. So there's that. Basically, Cody just, like, becomes a man-child anytime he doesn't get his way. So Robin wants to apparently rent, and he wants to buy. And he says, well, I'll dissolve this partnership. That's literally what he refers to their marriage. I'll dissolve this partnership. So that is the recap. I want to know what your thoughts were. Did you feel like I did when you saw him treating Meri like that? Or were you just like, Meri is such a bee? Because I know some of you guys literally think Meri is such a bee and you don't like her. Which is totally fine. You are completely entitled to have different opinions about these people than I do. So tell me what your thoughts are, and I'll be back tomorrow. But this was fun to get it done, like, right after it happened, because it was all fresh in my brain. I'll be back. Bye. Bye, guys.